Welcome back. Here in Washington, a forum for doing business with East Africa is underway. For more details, here's Africa 54's Esther Githuyewood.
This conference will unite business partners from Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda and Tanzania, as well as American investors. Joining me now to tell us more about this business forum is David Saunders, the moderator of the conference. Mr. Saunders, welcome to Africa 54.
Welcome again.
So what should the East African businesses expect from this forum?
Well, we want the American consumer market, business market, to learn more about the potential opportunities for business and trade in East Africa. So this is an opportunity for the East African business leaders to inform the American business community why it is a great idea to do business in East Africa.
So, David, you've done business with Africa for a long time,
yes.
But can you briefly give us an outline of the core factors that impact the viability of doing business within these 4 East African countries?
Well, first of all, it's very important to have English-speaking language. It's predominant language in East Africa, which is very good for the American business community, infrastructure development, and also ICT, and good access to financing. Those are the very important core factors.
So what are the kind of business climate that American investors are really looking forward to if they have to invest in those countries?
Agriculture particularly is 80% of the population is involved in the agricultural sector, either agriculture or either trade with Africa, agriculture. We also have infrastructure development, building construction, and ICT. You
mentioned ICT, but is that an issue? Because in some countries you have slower internet, the internet providers sometimes are not reliable, power sometimes, electricity, so to speak, is not reliable. Is that a concern for the investors?
Not in East Africa. Recently, Kenya has established a state-of-the-art fiber optic network that covers the entire region of East Africa.
And again, when you look at these 4 countries, they are members of AGOA. Is that an incentive when Americans are looking forward to going to Africa, for that matter?
Yes, it's a tremendous incentive because the American business community realizes that there are certain parameters and certain policies in place to ensure that they can have good trade relationships with East Africa.
And at this forum coming up next week, do we expect African businesses, East African businesses, to showcase what they have or what they're looking for in American investors? What kind of,
Yes, we will have representatives from the African embassies there, as well as some of the business community from East Africa, to meet with the participants of the program so they can learn about East Africa directly from people who are interested in doing business with them.
Sometimes you have some kind of laws that make countries, sign certain, trade investment cooperation with American investors. Do we have that in those countries, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Ethiopia?
Under the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, that is the primary trade legislation we want you to work with. But you also have various programs, OPIC, Overseas Private Investment Corporation, as well as MEGA, Multilateral Investment Guarantee Association. Those programs here in the U.S. help American businesses be successful in doing business in East Africa.
Maybe briefly, can you tell me some of those investors that are coming to this forum, what really do they want to do? Are they looking for ICT businesses, or are they looking into just agricultural businesses? Are there others that they are looking forward to doing, like tourism, because you're in tourism business especially?
Well, they're looking for trade partners. They're really looking for the East African government to say, come to East Africa to do business with us. That's what they really need to get, is an encouragement to come to East Africa.
And we've seen such forums before, but do we see the fruits of that? Because we've seen all this partnership before in many years, a few years ago we've had similar forums. Have we seen tangible results?
Yes, East Africa has been very, very involved in trade engagements with American communities. There's many more focused business trade missions to East Africa now since AGOA has been renewed.
Thank you so much, David. David Saunders is the moderator of the East Africa Business Forum. David, thank you for setting the scene for us. And Vincent, back to you.